The closing ratio tool will help you track and manage all of your sales proposals in the proposal tool. To access it, we're going to go under Jobs, and from there, we'll go into the closing ratio tool. Now, from here, by default, it's going to show you all time frames, all comfort consultants. You can narrow all the information on this tool down to a given time range or a date range, or to a specific comfort consultant that currently has proposals set up in your system. So by default, it's going to say all time, the entire date range, and all consultants. Now it's always going to show you kind of this snapshot right here. We start out with first off, how many total jobs you've quoted, how many total jobs have been closed, and then from that point, what is your closing ratio? So in my case, I'm 72.73% closing ratio where I've won the jobs. Now, we're also then going to tell you what is your average sale, as well as your total sales for those closed jobs that you've got. Now, from there, we'll actually break it down a little bit more. We'll give you your product mix. So what percentage of the individual jobs are closing or customers are choosing a specific ratio? So I can see here the vast majority, in my case, 37.5% of my customers are taking my top tier option. 37%, 0.5% are also taking the next level down, right? I've got, let's call it medium low, if you will, the good system. I've got 6.3% and 18.8% of my customers have chosen the basic system in my particular case. Now, from there, I can see what is that product mix for individual comfort consultant, because you'll be able to see that, okay, some guys are doing better than others when it comes to actually presenting the options to the end user customers, and that can affect what they ultimately will choose. So we'll give you that information by comfort consultant. We'll also then give you the average sale. So where this chart differs is the top one is saying, the accepted ratio, the accepted jobs. So what percentage of the jobs are closing at each individual tier? Whereas these are now telling you what's your average sales dollars. So for example, in this particular case, I can see that while only 6.3% of my customers chose the good level, that's representing, in this case, 28% of my total sales, or my average sales dollars. Again, we'll show you the average sales dollars by comfort consultant. And then last, what about the total sales for each of those categories as well? So you can start to now manage your individual comfort consultants, use this tool to start training the ones that aren't performing quite as well, and simply track what is your closing ratio and average sales per job.